Hey, my lethal crew! I am back, and I am striking with my knives more than I ever have. It's joking. Hi, I'm back for about one video, and I'll be gone for another 6 months. But I'm just here because I felt like I needed to make a video, needed to entertain myself, doing what I like to do. And also, I want to show you, I've recently been collecting some knives. I just recently, for some reason, all of a sudden thought that knives were really cool, the way they look, the way they feel, the way they sound, just any way like that. And I've really started to start collecting them. I get them from all over the place, Amazon, places out of state. I get one from Florida in here. So yeah, I'm just gonna show them off because I feel like I should, because it's a hobby I really enjoy. So let's get right on to the news. The first knife this is the one from Florida I talked about. I might have a little screen panning over the knife, a zoomed in picture, but I'm still gonna show this just so you guys can see it easier, like that. So this one has little skulls on it. I don't know what this little rope is. It's kind of a weird design choice. These all flip open, by the way. These all flip. Some of them sound better, some of them look better, feel better. This one's all plastic. Can't really hear it. But not my favorite. Plastic knives aren't the best. They're just kind of cheapy. But this one's from Florida, so it automatically kind of gives it a little oomph in how I like it. I'm also going to be rating these 1 out of 10. 1 being there from a dumpster, and 10 being Zeus threw down the knife on my face and gave it to me. That kind of thing. So overall, sounds decent, I guess. You gotta put some oomph into it, because if you don't, it doesn't really sound that good. But if you really put oomph into it, it can sound really good. But you don't really want to put oomph into it. Little ropes here. Overall, I give this one a solid 4 out of 10. Not the best. The only reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 10, I'd probably give it a 2 out of 10 if it wasn't for Florida, because this is from Florida, and Florida is way out of, on the other side of the whole country than me. So it really means a lot more, because I only go to Florida, once every year, other 2 years. So that's why it means so much to me. On to the next one. This one's really cool. I like this one a lot. The design of it, at least. It's Batman, no copyright included. It looks pretty cool, and for some reason, one thing it's weird about this is it has a rainbow kind of fluorescent knife. If you open it, it also opens double, which gives it some points automatically. But it has rainbow blades. With Batman, I feel like it's weird. I think it should have maybe yellow or gray. But I mean, hey, it's still cool. It's like Darth Maul, that kind of thing. I really like the way it looks. It doesn't sound the best. It's kind of awkward to close as well, because there's 2, and it's kind of, when it's closed, it kind of looks a little bit bulky, kind of weird. How it has that right here? But you can do something really cool with it. You can do this, and you can just kind of do whatever. But overall, looks awesome. Probably one of the coolest looking ones. Doesn't feel awesome, obviously. It's not meant to feel awesome. It's meant to just showcase on a wall, But overall, I give this one a solid 6 out of 10. Please don't come and kick me, Batman. Anyway, moving on. The next one is an interesting one. It doesn't sound the best. It doesn't even flip open all the way if you don't put any pressure behind it. But if you do put pressure behind it, it's fine. It also doesn't lock into place, apparently. I thought it did. But if you put some pressure behind it, it does. Oh, now it locks into place, so I must have just done something. But looks awesome. I like the way it looks. There's a little ninja dude throwing stars. It's obviously rainbow, which you'll see a common theme with rainbow knives. All right, don't assume anything with the rainbows, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, the blade's really cool. It has a little hole right here. Okay, I don't know if it's meant for, if it's just a cool looking thing, but I kind of like put my finger in there and, you know, doing that. Puts a lot of pressure, you know, a lot of oomph into it. But overall, I mean, it has a little, I don't know if it means anything, or which way is up, which way is down. I don't know. But if you can't really see it, but right there is a little I don't know, word, symbol, I don't know. But overall, really cool design. Has a little samurai in the back. Look at him. Oh! Anyway, next knife. I have 13, by the way, I think. There's some. Now, this one is probably the best sounding knife I have. It looks really cool. Has, like, leaves. Kind of a weird choice for a knife that looks like this. But if you just listen to the sound it makes, it's really, really good. This is probably one of the best sounding knives. Also very slick. I should have told you this earlier, but I'm also a really big fan of the skinnier kind of knives. I have a couple in here that are bulky, which are my favorites. But I love the ones that are very, very slick, very long. You know, it just looks very nice. It'll look very nice on a wall. Also, by the way, I do not use these knives for, you know, defense or offense. I just kind of like them. Never even tried using them. They're not meant to be used as a weapon. Some of them are sharp, are not like super sharp like normal knives are, like hunting knives or whatever. But they are, you know, obviously enough to slice or cut. But I will not use these knives in any sort of that way. I just like the way they look, so don't think that I use these outside of my house. They probably stay in my room 98% of the time, unless I show my friends or show my family or show you. So none of these will be used as an actual knife, all right? Now there is one in here. There is one knife in here that is technically used for hunting, whatever, but I use it because I like it. Sounds good, looks good. Well, it looks okay, but you'll see when I move on. All right, be patient. It's a virtue. All right, but moving on to this one again. Sounds really good. Feels really good. Has curves on it, make it easy for your thumb or whatever your fingers to wrap around it. Not too heavy. Makes it easy so you can move your hand around. So overall, I give this one a solid 7 out of 10. Oh yeah, this one, I don't think I rated this one. I rate this one a solid 6 out of 10. It looks really cool. And the blade on it is really cool. I haven't really seen a blade like that before. But moving on to the next one. This one is really interesting. This is the one I find myself using the most. Like, if I just kind of sit back and relax, kind of just like, you know, I just kind of do that a lot with these knives, is because I like that. It's just really fun to flip open, close over and over again. If I'm bored or, you know, nervous about something. But look at the design. This is probably one of my favorite designs. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's a little dragon. Not little, it's an actual dragon. But it's kind of hard to open, because if you see right here, this lever is what flips it open. And you see it's at a really big angle, so you really got to make sure you got a tight grip on it. Flip it open. And the blade is amazing. I don't know how they did such a good job with it. But the scales on this thing, it has like scales right here. It feels like scales. It's just amazing. This blade also has that curvature, making it very easy just to hold. This is probably one of the best knives I have. Just for relaxing or looking at. It is kind of sharp at the point, especially. You can kind of see how sharp it is right there. But, I mean, I wouldn't actually accidentally stab myself or anything. But, yeah, this knife, I guess one a solid 9 out of 10. This one's probably my favorite. I will have some other favorites in here that I'll get to probably last. But moving on to the next one. Now, this one's, like I said before, really, really, really bulky. Like, this is a very bulky knife. Or switchblade, whatever you want to call it. It's extremely bulky, and this is among the first ones I got. Once again, it's rainbow. Don't assume anything. It looks really cool. The fluorescent kind of shines like that. I really enjoy that. But the main reason I got this one is because if you guys ever played the game Dead by Daylight, there's a killer in that game named the Legion who uses kind of knives like this. And I was a really big fan of that game. And I just felt like it's kind of cool to kind of have one that's similar to him. Because he has that, I think it's called a karambit knife. Has that kind of like curve like that. And it's really interesting. And plus it has a little hole right here. Doesn't sound the best. The spring, you can hear the spring go off a lot in this one if you listen really carefully. Yeah, it's probably hard to hear, but you can hear the spring kind of ding, which is not the best thing in the world. Because you can also feel it. Yeah, it lasts for about 2 seconds. The actual vibrations of the spring kind of takes me out of it, but it still looks cool, kind of bulky. So I give this one a solid 7 out of 10. Now here, the rest of these ones are probably my top 5. I already showed you my favorite one, which was this guy. But this one is probably my second favorite one. It's a golden dude. I don't know what this green is. I don't know why it's on there. It's kind of a weird choice for a design. But it just looks amazing. It's really easy, really easy to flip open. You can see right here. And then it just flips right open. It's very easy. Sounds good, looks good, feels good. It's the exact right weight. Sounds really good. Probably only a little bit behind this guy in terms of that. Very slick design. Very slick. Has like I said before, how I like it. That very slim look to it. It really does feel like an actual switchblade, not sharp at all. I can just grind my hand up and down it, and nothing happens. So this one's purely for looks, and nothing else. So I give this one a solid 8.5 out of 10. This is right behind the last one I showed you. Now this one's it's very similar in terms of how it looks or how it feels. Kind of has the same design with a big levers right here. A little bit harder to flip open. Actually, a lot harder to flip open. Doesn't sound as good. Has the same exact slick design. It's basically the exact same thing except worse. Because it doesn't sound as good. Doesn't feel as good. It's more of a plastic. This is more of an actual metal. It's heavier, a lot heavier than this one is. Overall, just making it a little bit easier to kind of, I don't know, move around. This is a lot lighter. This one's kind of like a Crusade kind of looking one, which is kind of cool. I really like that. But it's just the boring old black gray design. So I give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Now this one's not the best looking knife in the world. You can probably already guess like what it's based off of. I'm not going to tell you for a little bit. It's not the best looking knife, but the only reason I chose it, I bought it, is because it resembles one of the characters that I really enjoy in movies, shows, comics, whatever. And I don't know, it's just a very enjoyable person, or I don't know, I just gave it away. Villain, Joker, who's just based off of, doesn't sound the best, doesn't look the best, doesn't feel the best, but it's Joker. Who doesn't like the Joker, right? You know, everyone knows who he is. Like I said, very slick design. I like the way the knife has that little hole right here. Kind of gives it a little bit of character. It also has his famous line, Heath Ledger's famous line, "Why so serious?" You know, that kind of thing. It also says Joker on there. It's backwards for you guys, I think, but yeah, it's just the classic purple and green colors that he's associated with. But this automatically gives me a lot of points because I love the Joker, favorite villain all the time, maybe even favorite character. So I give this one a solid 8 out of 10. And the last one, this is the one I was talking about that's kind of not just for display. It's actually a knife for, you know, whatever you want. And then it's this guy. And the reason I like this guy the most is because he's not like this. He's not like this, right? He doesn't flip open like that. He doesn't flip open like that. And here's why. Look, ready? It pops right out. And it also goes in like that. It's very different. And I know some places I think this is illegal. I don't think here, though. I don't know. I'm not sure why. But it's very slick, like I said before. It's very, very skinny. It's very long. Let's see if we can compare it. Yeah, this is the length of the two knives. It's a lot longer. But it's also really ugly looking. This is black. It's carbon black with the glass breaker on the back of it. It really is carbon though. It's really, really durable, really heavy. It sounds really good. Even putting it away, it sounds good. Hi! And I accidentally bought two of them on accident. So I don't know why. I clicked on it once and it sent me two. So I have two. So if you want one, hit me up. But anyway, those are all my knives. I rate this one. This one I give a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's not the best. It's not the best looking, not the best feeling. It just is probably my favorite in terms of how it opens and closes. But in terms of my favorite, this guy is the best. It's almost classified as Zeus sent me down a knife. This one is probably, you know, I don't know, Keanu Reeves gave me a knife. I'm just trying to think of stupid reasons. But, yeah, this is the one I find myself using the most. I just kind of sit back and relax and kind of open it, I don't know, you know, over and over again. I can't get over how it looks or how it feels. It's just amazing in every aspect. I might actually bump up the rating to 9.5 out of 10. So basically, yeah, Zeus, you can throw me down this knife now. All right. Yeah, so overall, all my knives are here. I'll probably end up playing with this one for the rest of the day now that I started opening it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I love expressing my knives to all my friends, family, you guys. Maybe I'll post another video. Maybe I'm gonna probably spend a lot of time editing this one. I want to put pictures of each knife on here. I'm trying to show it off. Maybe put pros and cons on the side of the screen. I'm not sure yet. I will figure that out once I'm done recording this, putting all the stuff away. But I will do one thing, because my friend, for some reason, absolutely loves when I do something like this. If you guys are new to my channel, I had a video, you know, about a year ago now, a year and a half ago, named Lunatic. And there's a scene in it where I grab a knife and I say, "Ooh, a knife, good for throat sitting." I say that, and for some reason, ever since that exact day, my friend has quoted me on that, like, at least, like, 5 times a week. He will just randomly say it, if not more, 5 times a day, sometimes. And and a special request was for me to say it in this video. So I will do it just for you. Where's the knife with the best sound? So here we go. His name is Sam, in Valid Life. Everyone knows him. Ooh, a knife! Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.